There was talk that maybe the triple lock system, which means that the state pension goes up by wage growth, inflation, or 2.5%, whichever is higher, will stay. But for me, I'm thinking that's kicking the can down the road a little bit because it's enormously expensive.
I'm thinking, my national insurance is going to go down. Terrific. 12% to 10% from January. Quid's in, yes?
Well, yes, that's true. It is. I think if I was to label this autumn statement, I was going to say a budget feels like a budget. It's not. Is don't be fooled, which is pretty much, you could say that for all of them, couldn't you? I mean, look at the headline. So we're talking about national insurance then. Okay, great. That is essentially what you pay, how much you earn, really. That's going down. It's going down for those people self-employed. Great. It's going to cost the government around about 10 billion to pay for it. It's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money.
That's a huge amount of money. But when you consider the fact they're freezing the thresholds at which you pay income tax and national insurance until 2028, that's going to raise about 45 billion.
Okay, so even I can work out.
Stealth tax.
They're 35 billion quid up.
Absolutely. And 4 million extra people will be dragged into the paying tax by 2029. Other measures, again, where I say don't be fooled. So benefits will rise by inflation. There was speculation maybe they won't, but the rules are going to be tightened very harshly if you do not go back to work, and you can. And also pension boosts. So state pension will go up by 8.5%. There was talk that maybe the triple lock system, which means that the state pension goes up by wage growth, inflation, or 2.5%, whichever is higher, will stay. But for me, I'm thinking that's kicking the can down the road a little bit because it's enormously expensive. State pension rise went up 10.1% in April, so that's another 8.5% next April. You could argue that those people, particularly women who rely on just the state pension, will benefit. That's not saying that they shouldn't get that money. It's just a very, very expensive price tag for the government to pay for. A lot of what the government is saying here is getting people back to work. Let's praise those people who are working.
Oh, we heard a lot about those people who work.
I mean, one of the first things he said was this is an autumn statement for growth, right? Okay, that's fine, but we have how many million people waiting on the NHS waiting list at the moment? And one of the first things we asked the team downstairs was, is there anything in there for the NHS? Anything in there to get people back to work who are waiting for operations and those sorts of things? That's absolutely needed.
People who may very well want to work desperately.
And actually, look, I think the messaging around this is completely wrong as well. It's these people taking off the benefit system. Of course, look, there might be some people. I mean, you don't get paid that much, right? Always. But the point is a lack of confidence. I went through a period where I couldn't work for a long time and met a lot of people that were on long-term illness. It is a lack of confidence getting back to work. Going to work gives you a boost mentally, physically. Obviously there will be people that can't, but I do think the NHS needs to be sorted out. The other thing I would say was we've had this will be 5 changes to national insurance in under 2 years. How many changes have we had, and Kate will know, to chancellors, to people at the top of the Conservative Party? All of this change, people looking to invest in this country, people in this country thinking, oh my goodness me, have they got their act together?